guys, it's the 22nd today, Saturday, the 21st or the 22nd of June 2019, and I make us a small video to show you the stocking and everything else that's gonna start soon. 10:30 Saturday. Good weather today. It's a bit breezy. It's like a spring weather pretty much, not June 20th weather. June 21st, today's the first day of the summer, I guess, right? There's no summer, so there you go, my trail. Certain things like that have to be done in order to discuss. And let's see what happens. Let's take it one step at a time. I got nothing planned to tell you, no stories. We'll take it as we take the blows, the stories come out. The street will fill up soon with tons of cars, way more than this because I just came out. The plaza that I'm going to walk into right now is going to be full. If not, it will get full by the time I spend a good 10-20 minutes there. Cars will come in and out. People will walk in and out of the stores constantly. Busier than usual. Than a usual person that's going to the store, to show you the kind of energy that's around me. This machine of noise and movement that tries to pretty much entourage me everywhere I go, to drain me of my energy and not to let me penetrate society in a nice, calm way. If there is a society, when you get to a place, because of this vicious circle that's around you, this entourage of dancing, laughing monkey, people will move away. They don't want to be bothered with that. People moving the whole time and talking and making noise. So I was out earlier, much earlier today. It's been pretty quiet, but now I'm gonna get for you. Let's start to document and record the dancing monkey. See what's going on. And that's about it. I got not much to say. We go. Here comes the first gang of cars. You see how they're spread out? Always. And then it's gonna get busier and busier now. By the time I get to the corner, you'll see my surrounding busier and noisier. You're gonna start to see big trucks come by. There's not a lot of trucks yet. Today's Saturday. Most trucks should not be on the road, but around me, there's no such thing as weekend or weekdays. It's the same entourage of noise, machine of noise and trucks every day, everywhere I go. Regardless of the time, it could be midnight. And buses releasing their brakes as they pass by me, and trucks, like you just heard over there, psh, unnecessary while it's moving to release it. You released it again over there, unnecessary. So, not gonna say much. I'll just put for you, you know. So when there's no many people around, just this one, they walk slow. See how slow she's walking? Have to stay in my view. It's tag until another partner comes in to bug me, then she gets out of there. That's how it works. Let's keep it going, guys. As I told you, more cars and busier and more noise as we move down. a car will come in here. You'll see a car pass by soon, or coming from there, either from here or from there. A car's gonna pass by the time we get to the end of the road. Watch. Or somebody's gonna walk down and open his car from there, open the door and drive out. One of them, three options eventually. That's what usually happens right away, but sometimes it takes time. Like today, it's Saturday. They can't really get their people to, sort of do it fast. So we'll stay here a bit to show you as I sit over here what's gonna happen in this plaza here. Not a plaza, just this big parking lot. And from there they'll come out. Noise and movement they have to create for you. So let's get some sun and relax over here and show you how things are gonna start to move now. See, there's people over there to move in my view. They have to create noise and movement everywhere I go. I have to see things moving in my view. Even when I look somewhere over there has to be things moving. And more noise. If they can't have cars come in here, they'll pass by big huge trucks to create noise or honk or rev the engine or but you'll see cars pass by here very soon. I'm 100% sure of it. It may take a little bit long, so it's me pretty much predicting for you what's gonna happen. Even though they watch every move I make, I'm being surveilled 24/7. Sometimes they change some rules, so they make me look like a liar on camera. If you watch my old videos, what I just told you right now, so many times I pass by here without saying that, and you could see the cars come in and out and everything in my old videos. If you don't believe me, go back to see, you hear that noise over there from the building? They just dropped something. So it's a noise campaign and something to annoy you so you don't stay relaxed. These guys will stay in my view and keep moving over there, no matter what. For things to stay in my view and keep moving in noise. That's the idea, right? So look where I'm sitting over here. And they're gonna have people come in here or cars. They have to create movement for you, no matter what. So let's just pretend when I came into this parking lot, I didn't say anything to you. I just came in and sat here. Look at my old videos and you see the same thing happen, and look what happens when I come into a plaza like this. When it comes to people moving and cars coming in. The difference between when I mention it and when I don't. See, what we're trying to prove here is that I'm being surveilled. How? I don't know. What kind of equipment they have to be able to tell if I'm saying anything, or I know it sounds schizophrenic, guys. Just don't pay much attention. Just listen to what I'm telling you is gonna happen. More noise and more movement, no matter what I do. And if it doesn't happen right now because I'm mentioning it, go back to my old videos. I walk here almost every day and look at what happens when I come in here, when it's documented on video. When it comes to people starting to talk loud, starting to move, look. See that? So behind me they started already the friction. It starts slowly. It's a covert CSIS machine that they do on citizens that have certain capabilities, certain genealogy that is a threat to their secret society that's hiding. See how they're tooting the horn now out there on the street? It's a covert way to create noise and movement for someone by making it look like nothing's going on. That person is just going crazy. Because it's hard to prove it legally, then they get away with it. It's a mafioso, vigilante way of bullying someone so they can keep him destroyed, depressed, not ambitious. He doesn't move forward. He doesn't get into society. He doesn't meet people. He'll be depressed. He'll get into drug use. That's how they destroy people that they don't like, in terms of, they call them undesirables in this system. A lot of people don't know this information. It's not public information out there for anybody to see or know about. They're trying to hide that information from you. So when they say, for example, YouTube came up with this thing that they're gonna block off channels that do hate speech, for example, or whatever, what they try to do is they come up with these words and try to get rid of channels that are saying things that they don't want people to find out about, and blame them for doing things like these, either hate speech or any stupid thing to watch. There's a car that just came into that building. So like I said, the proof is when I don't mention to you those things, I say I'm coming in here and I don't talk. Look at what happens. Look at my old videos. I come in here almost every day, and when I mention, what happens when I talk? Let's see the difference, to show you that I'm being monitored, I'm being surveilled. Now when I don't say anything and relax for a while, everything will start to happen. There you go. A man comes in with his dog. Here we start. They have to see movement in front of me no matter what. And they get their dogs to do their business in front of me. It's another tactic of disgusting you. It's those are the satanic tactics, covertly to do to someone, to make them, destroy them without actually breaking the law, to internally affect them, keep them intranquil, keep them just tense the whole time. That way a citizen can't function. They pull psychological warfare, a lot of other stuff. But psychological warfare, I don't really talk about it much, because they can't really break the law that way. That's something they can hit you with really covertly and bypassing all the laws. They're not really breaking any laws of the country. So I don't like to talk about it much, because we're not going to get anywhere with it. But it's good to mention it for you to realize what's happening around me and my surrounding. And like I say, always when I film these videos and talk too much and nothing happens, don't jump to conclusions. Look at my other videos. See, it's behind me now, the sort of. So if it can't happen in front of you, it'll go behind you, you know. And like I said to you yesterday in one of my videos, a lot of the people that come to annoy you, especially with the dogs, it's usually attractive women. They get to do that. It's a psychological warfare against a man, double hitting them with two different things. Now that you can interpret it on your own if you want to interpret it, or not pay attention to it. It's not important to interpret that. That's why I don't like to talk about psychological warfare much, because legally they're not breaking any laws that way. But how they're breaking the law is by knowing where you are and sending all these people to come around you pretty much in a covert way. Sort of, oh, I'm just walking my dog in the parking lot. But not at the time where you went there. It just happened that as soon as you got there, one started to come after the other, like playing tag. You know, it's sort of like that. How you doing?
Your fucking hair's getting lit.
Yeah, I'm getting a haircut this month.
Yeah, it's getting longer and longer.
I'm getting a haircut this month, and nice shave, and just enjoying the sun here in the quiet parking lot.
I know, man. Fuck, it's beautiful. I just went for a walk. Fuck, it's chilly in my place. I fucking go out, fucking walk, get my back, and fuck my back up working out, right? So I'm trying to straighten it so I can still work out.
It's good, it's good. Take care of yourself. So they gotta do it in a covert way. They're bringing someone in from my building, and you know, there we go, first car. And as you notice, as they come into the car, they make noise. They're either laughing or talking or having a conversation. It's annoying. There's a first car. So eventually it will happen. First, they don't do anything to try to make me sound like I'm crazy or whatever, but after a while they have to, because they're trying to stress me and provoke me. They can try to make it look like nothing's going on for a while, but eventually they will bring in their team to come behind you, come in front of you, come do this, come do that. All will happen, guys. All will happen. because it's a tensing machine to keep you distracted, defocused, and irritated and provoked. When you realize that these things are being done intentionally, you're being stalked and provoked and irritated, you start to get stressed out because you know that there's something out there really on you, and you can't think like that. You have to take it still as if it's a normal environment. That's why you document it for people, that as soon as you come into a dead parking lot when nothing's happening, maybe not right away, but soon enough, action will start. Cars will start to come in and park. Cars will leave. People start to walk their dogs and pass right behind you. And in the characteristics that I described for you, attractive women with dogs, not all of them, but they do that a lot. If you look at my past videos, like I say to everyone that comes into my channel and watches a video for the first time, I try to mention that in every video so they get it. Please do not jump to conclusions and comment from the first video that you see, because if I was in your shoes, I'd think the same. I'd say, this guy's nuts. Go see a doctor. So you'd have to watch a lot of videos to see the repetition of everything that I'm describing for you. It's the only way you could actually see proof of what I'm telling you. Because one time is not enough. This is why I document daily of what I go through. I want you to see the perpetration that they're doing covertly, in a covert way. Covertly means not directly, as if they're doing it in secret. So they're pretending they're just coming in here to park in the parking lot, or they're just leaving, or they're pretending they're having a nice conversation in the morning, they're happy. But no, when you pay attention closely, you realize it's nothing but a movement and noise campaign around me not to have peace, to always see things like that happening in my view. People walking, people moving, and as they walk, they're always moving. They're always fixing their bag, fixing their hair, fixing the zipper, taking something out of their purse, picking up their phone as soon as they get into my view. It's kind of like a movie. Extras in a movie, they're told, stand, take your spot. And when the camera rolls and aims on you, do your part. Play with your zipper, put your hand in your purse, walk, cross this way, laugh out loud, whatever. This is how this is. And the more videos you watch that I make, the more you realize it's true. You have to watch a couple at least to get it. From one video, it's not enough. You'll think this guy's a nutcase. And I told you, if I was in your shoes, I'd say the same thing. Because it's not something easy to prove. This is government doing it. Intelligence agencies. They're not stupid. So if they're going to do something like this, they're going to do it covertly as much as possible, so the person is not able to prove it to others. Now, they know I know what's going on. I've proved it to myself. But that's not the idea here. If I could just prove it to myself, it's not enough. I have to prove it to others. Once you have more people in society agreeing with you, what makes something right, even though it's not? It's many people agreeing. If you don't have many people agreeing, see the girl, the attractive girl with the dog, she walks by again. She couldn't have walked over there. She had to walk over here and stop in front of me on the way back when she passed by from the back and in the front. You see that? So now, as you're watching the video, you're seeing more that, okay, well, yeah, what this guy's saying is starting to happen now, at least. You know what I mean? So it's a in motion and noise campaign. They want you to always see things happen in front of you, move, and it's psychological warfare too with what they're doing, but we're not going to talk about that. It's not important, because we can't really attack them legally that way. You know what I mean? So let's not talk about it. It's a movement and noise machine that surround me like a belt. They surround me with it like a bubble everywhere I go. And they don't follow me there. They tap my internet. They know a lot about me. They've been surveilling me for years and years and years. They know about my psychology, the kind of women I like, the kind of food I like, the kind of people I like get along with, the kind of cars, everything, the colors, everything. So what they do is they precede me. Every environment that I go to, it's already preceded and it's set up. And the fact that I don't have a car, I move very slow like a turtle. They have cars. They hook it up and set it up before I get there. So when I get there, it's already set up and the monkey starts to dance. The monkey dances and makes noise when I get there. They're trained on what to do, set up and everything. All I have to do is just walk in there and I'll start taking the shots. So it goes on and on and on and on, you know, all day long. Whether it's behind me or in front of me, and it will keep going on. And I don't usually like to take the camera and stick it in people's faces, so I wait for them to pass, and then I'll turn it against them like this. And when the cars pass, I show you the car. More cars are passing now. So you see how they slowly penetrated, slowly but surely. With one passing by, another one that I know that started with me a meaningless conversation, or talked about something that's negative or miserable to depress you, or drugs or sex to keep you occupied with meaningless things. That's all their conversations. Or attacking your self-esteem or your psychology, because they know a lot of things about you. So the person that's coming towards you and talks to you, those are not his words. They get messages on their phone to tell you what to do. It's kind of like the Truman Show, but real life, and it's torture. It's not happy Truman Show, like he was greeted by people were treating him good. This is the opposite. It's a torture version of that, where you're just stalked and harassed and provoked and psychologically warfared and you name it. All right, but more than anything, it's a movement and noise belt, an entourage, the bubble that surrounds you and precedes you, and it's on you and it's following you. That's how much of it they have. So it's a big bubble, a belt of noise and noise and movement that surrounds you everywhere you go, and it's always in your view. You look this way, things start moving. You look that way, things start moving. Okay, it's basically like a choke, a snake choke. Slowly but surely you get tired, the drain of your energy from all the noise and movement, and you get choked. A poisonous, venomous snake choke. The venom and the poisonous injections are the psychological warfare as you're being choked that you get hit with, so you get demeaned, depressed, stressed out, frustrated. They show you things that you don't have in your life. They keep on teasing you with them, things that you're deprived of, because you're pretty much imprisoned when you're being choked. They keep on reminding you of them all day long. It's a huge psychological warfare machine. It's a machine in the end. A covert machine of attacking someone in plain sight that looks invisible to other people. They won't notice it. If somebody passes by now, all they see is a guy in the parking lot, looks like he's talking to a small camera or to himself, and he looks like he's filming something, and a bunch of people passing by him or cars passing by him. But what they don't know is that this man came and sat here and there was nothing going on here, and in time everything started to move after he got here. The best way to film this is if I had a drone with a camera, because if I had a drone, if you realize, I can lift it up into the sky, and then you could see at the bottom that I'm standing and there are people waiting all around me in circles. As soon as I move, they start moving towards me. That's exactly what's happening. Wherever I go, it gets busy. Wherever I go, it gets busy. So a drone from the top can see that much better than just a camera from the bottom. But it's like $1,500, $1,600. I can't afford that right now. I can get you guys way more videos. So I'll keep the drone on top of me wherever I'm walking, and then you can see what's happening around me. Around me, what will happen is people are waiting in their spots, and as soon as I get there, they come out and move towards me. It's an attack. A covert attack on your inner tranquility, your psyche, your emotion, your self-esteem, your confidence, you name it. Everything, everything, everything. So now they cut it down because they see me, they can hear me, I don't know. Sometimes when I make really good videos, for some reason, they stop what they're doing. To prove it to you, look at my old videos and watch the noise and movement. Now this guy could say, well, I'm playing music, I just came and parked over there. But what his intention is to come, show me his car, play the music loud, and back up into a spot that's close to me. He could have parked anywhere. Look how big the parking lot is. You see? Look how big it is. Look at the spots. So they have to come right around you. And noise. So it's a noise machine and a movement machine that surrounds you and wants to choke you. And as it's choking you, it's got psychological warfare, venomous injections in it. And attacking you, the way you think, the way you feel, everything. This is what we're dealing with here. It's hard to prove, guys. It's very hard, especially lately as I'm making more and more videos. They're being scared. They're getting scared because I'm proving the case here. It's hard to prove something covert, and they're not really breaking that many laws. They are, but you can't prove it. Obviously, the people that invented these laws are the same ones doing this to you, right from the top. This comes right from the top, the order to do this to someone. Whether it's legit, it doesn't matter. They don't care. These guys are mafiosos. It's a filthy, filthy, satanic agency that does this. Now listen to the noise. They're doing some kind of construction there. It's Saturday. It's 11 o'clock, for God's sakes. You see the noise? Because they can't do it in the parking lot. I'm exposing them. How can I prove this to you? Look at my other videos when I pass by this area and I do the same thing and I don't talk about it. Look, another car. When I don't talk about it, then you'll see 10 times more busyness. You don't believe me? Go to my channel and look at my past videos. If I wasn't 100% sure and I didn't have the footage, I wouldn't open my mouth, guys. I'm not that kind of person. See, look. There has to be movement. Now they're going to open the trunk. There's always trunks in the game because it gives them more time to sit in front of you and move objects. And if it's attractive women, they all want to bend over and show you their butt. I'm not kidding. Look at my old videos. Not that there's anything wrong with that for a man, but when he's imprisoned and he's in a tough situation like this, it becomes a problem. He's being teased with something that's not easy for him to accomplish. Not that it is for me. If I really wanted it, I could. And that's not telling you this because I have pride or anything. No, for you to understand what I'm under. But the idea here, it's the intention that I'm trying to expose to you. As I mentioned their intention, he lifted up the bags and put them back down. Now, you could explain this in two ways. Okay, well, they're too heavy. Or maybe they purposely did that for him to have more time to keep moving in front of you. But this is how you have to see this, because once you look at it in this light, then you'll understand exactly what's going on. It's legit. Once you start thinking that way and you want to go out there and watch the videos, okay, you say to yourself, okay, well, let me believe this guy. Let me give him the benefit of the doubt. But let me see proof. Let me watch more and more of his videos. And then you'll see that proven. Otherwise, I wouldn't open it. Now, I hear shutting doors. Look where they parked their car, so close to the wall here. So I can hear the doors shut. Because it's a covert operation. They're afraid. They don't want to bring in too many cars because I'm slick. They don't like me. I'm proving to people what's happening. As you notice, look, another car now. From my videos, slowly you're going to notice less and less busyness in them. From the time I started, they're dated on YouTube. You can see the exact date the video goes up. You could see less and less people around me. So obviously there's someone watching them and afraid, the person who's doing it. And I've proved before that they've sent me women to steal my computer. One of them, I made a mistake and I let her in and she changed my backup email on Google, so they delete my channel, my YouTube channel. I've proven to you guys so many things in the past. It's amazing. I mean, it's ludicrous what's going on. If anybody has enough time to watch all my videos from the beginning till the end, it's mind-boggling. They'll say, wow, the covert perpetration on this poor Canadian citizen, innocent Canadian citizen. It's illegal, guys. This is a government entity that's doing illegal perpetration, surveillance, harassment, and stalking on an innocent Canadian citizen that hasn't committed any crime, obviously, because if I have, they can just come pick me up and throw me in jail. That's why they're doing this to me. It's the fact because I'm innocent and they did the impossible to provoke me into fights with their own people and irritate me, but it didn't work because I'm strong. I hold myself, you know, I have resistance. You have to. I'm not gonna let them provoke me into doing something stupid and something that I don't want to do to begin with. I avoid problems and I mind my own business. I'm trying to be a good citizen and just, you know, move forward in my life. But they're not letting me. They're doing the impossible to keep me destroyed and irritated. Anyways, like I said, everything that I've mentioned to you before I came and sat down here, you saw minimal stuff. It wasn't good enough. But look back on my old videos to see every time I come in here what happens. To show you that there's a difference between when I point and explain to you what's going on and when I don't. That proves that there's someone watching and they're trying to hide it. Someone like them, the people that are doing this to me. They're watching my videos and they're trying to hide the fact that they're doing this to me. Because every time I come in here, everything I said to you today happened, but not today, in the older videos when I didn't say this information. But now that I mentioned this information, they cut down on their attacks. What I just said could be proven from watching the videos on my channel. If not, send me and I'll prove it to you, if you don't believe so. Alright guys, it's been good talking to you. Like I see, it's nice and clean. I haven't experienced this my whole life. Lately, in the last week, they've cut down a lot. Because I have the talent to expose them in the right way. With the words that I say on my videos and what I show you. And I describe to you exactly what's going on. And let's hope that this talent that I have will get me out of this really tough situation I'm in. As the taxi cab came in over there. As soon as I got here, this lady went and opened her car all the way in the end. I don't know if you could see it in the camera. She's right behind the taxi where the taxi just passed. This woman with blonde hair has her car door open and pretending that she's moving things, and now she's moving. She's gonna shut the door now. Look, she shut it. All right. So as soon as I get to a place, I told you, they're like movie extras. They sit there and wait. As soon as I turn and look at them, they start moving or doing the part that they're meant to do. That's why I call it a movie set, an invisible prison, or both. I have a video like that, check it out, but it doesn't show much on it because that's the time they started to cut down. Watch older videos to prove to you exactly what's going on. If you take the words that I'm saying of the new videos and apply them to the old videos, it's amazing. It's amazing what you'll find. Amazing. I can have a voiceover and cheat and put this voiceover on my old videos and I'll nail them. But I won't do that because I'm not here to trick. I'm here to expose a trick and tell you the truth. And they train the animals too, the birds, to come in for me. I don't like to mention this much, but you know, it's not important. That's why we want to catch people breaking the law here, so I can get out of this. So we're gonna concentrate on that. Let's not talk about a lot of things that aren't that important. Now that I come here, a car passes by. That's how it works, guys. He toots the horn. What's over there? Are there any other cars? Why did he toot the horn? You just passed by there with me in the camera. You guys didn't see anything there. So, noise machine and movement machine. That's exactly what this is. Let's see if the pharmacy is open yet. Yes, it is. Look what they put on top of the door in the pharmacy. Look. See that? Dirt. It's to disgust you. Good morning. How are you? Good. Eating.
Yeah.
The smell's a bit better today. It must be humidity. Like
I think so, because I opened the windows at the back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, it started to even for there. I think I need to do the same things now.
The reason why I mentioned that, because I never smell anything in here. It's always super clean.
Yeah, I know. It was surprised for me when I came yesterday. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
It smells very misty.
that's it. It's a wet carpet, something that just... It's okay. Here, I fixed it. No problem. Have a nice day.
Thank you too. Thank you.
Hey guys, I hope it's still recording. As soon as I come out, now they're gonna move out. That I'm walking towards the car. They turned it on as soon as I came out of this car. Or they opened the door and come out, one of the two. There's one wanting to park over there, waiting. Look. So this works best when I'm sitting in a certain place still. It doesn't work too good when I'm walking because I'm moving too. And if I'm moving, then it could be that just as I'm moving, people are walking towards me or whatever. And you see this angry sort of honking and rude way for you to get out of the way. That's all intentional. It's their people. People are not pricks like this, excuse my language. Most human beings are decent. They don't do these kind of things. So he has an ulterior motive to do this. It's not coming from his mind. It's coming from this entity that's ordering him to stress me, make noise, and make me feel just unhappy, at an unease, intranquil. That's the whole point of doing that. So this is what I try to show you in every video. Today's video that I filmed from you earlier in the morning is not bad. It doesn't really prove what I said much, but I will put it up for you just to show you that if you go back to my old videos, take what I said to you and apply it, you will realize that it's true. And slowly but surely, the videos are going away in wheelchairs. All I see is wheelchairs and people on canes all day long. That's sometimes the same people. So how could someone, as soon as they come out of their house, they see the same people every day out of their house at the same place they are? That's considered stalking. That's considered stalking. And this holding hands things, I see this all day long, guys. All day long. Couples holding hands. I don't know, they're trying to rub something in my face. This is part of the psychological warfare that we can't do much about. I don't like to mention it much, but sometimes I still like to mention it to validate what's happening to me. Only to validate it. Legally, you can't really do anything about that. But it validates everything else that's being done that's illegal. We just want to validate that's illegal here so we can come out of this prison. That's all. So all the other stuff, the tactics that they try to pull on you, you can't really do anything about that. They can put naked women in front of me all day long. That doesn't mean anything, nor I have a problem with that. And they can, try to make me think certain things about my life that whatever they do, it's no problem. And that's not the real main problem that I have with them. The problem is the stalking. Because everywhere you go, when there's too many people around you guys, too many people crossing your path, walking away from you, when your view is always filled with people moving, do you know what happens to you? You get depressed. It's a science to depress someone. I keep mentioning that in a lot of my videos. So, and they're running out of nowhere. You see that? Started to run over there. Because there's not a lot of people. They want to create maximum movement for you, maximum tension. So a needle that's going this slow, right, is not too stressful. But when the needle starts to go like this, it becomes more stressful. So it's a machine of movement. The faster the movement, the more annoying it is. You understand now? It's very hard to explain to normal people that are not exposed to such thing, which is 99% of the planet, the people on the planet. I don't like to say the word planet because it's not a moving globe. But on the main level field that we live on, but because it's psychotic, it's insane what they're doing. Even me describing those things to you, you feel insane, even though you know they're real. Because the person who invented such a thing to annoy people and to bully them is insane. If he didn't go insane, he wouldn't be able to come up with something like this. You'd have to go insane to come up with something like this. But because I'm being attacked with it, so I have to pay attention to it and have to do my best to get it out of my way in order for me to live a normal, nurturing life, to move forward.